Good evening, everyone. Oh, well, depending on when you watch this video, it's recorded on the 11th of January 2021 at 10 p.m. So today, my friend, again, I'm not sure how he finds these companies, but they're very interesting to look at Charter Hall Group. So it's from its profile here, it's a integrated property company. So it's in the real estate business. So investments in property funds management, so offices, retail, industrial, and social infrastructures, property investment, development investment, property funds, and management. So what we'll probably want to find out in an in-depth analysis is where these property investments located in Australia, or is it overseas, developed country or developing countries. Okay. Development investment segment comprises investment in development. Thank you. That's such a great sentence right there. Very informative. Moving on, property funds management segment comprises. So that just goes to show sometimes you actually have to read a little bit more than these kind of trading platforms or information platform, because it is not enough. You got to actually read the annual report. All right, now, like we always do, let's go to ratios and have a look at the ratios. P ratios 18. Okay, why? Okay, so 18, interesting. Price to sell. Okay, free cash flow. So that's a good sign. Quick ratio, there's no quick ratio, so I'm suspecting that there's actually no income. So let's have a look at that. Dividend yield is 2.64%, so it's lower. So it's paid dividends, so that's always a good sign. Dividend growth rate 5.99%, payout ratio 48. Okay. All right, so looking good so far. Well, looking okay so far. Now let's have a look at the cash flow. I'm suspecting that they don't have a lot of cash compared in relative to the debt. Cash investment, contract these, collapse these. Okay, $402 million worth of cash. So they have increased their cash flow from the operating activities, which is always good. Let's see, some money received. Okay, that's all right. Excuse me for all the noise. All right, paper. Cash from investing activities, so they're investing, not as much as before, but they're still investing. So hope to see that coming back up, that kind of investment getting paid off. So we want to find out what kind of investment they're making. Financing items, financing cash flow. So they're paying back debt. No, they're paying dividends. Okay, they're borrowing more money. Hard times. All right. So in net change in cash, 125 million, which is, that's a good sign. Okay, that's good. And it's not really coming from this one. That's what I'm worried about. It's actually a lot of it is coming from cash receipt, so that's a good sign. Cash from operating activities. So it's making money. All right, let's have a look at the balance sheet. Okay, current asset is increasing. Total assets increasing also. Plants, property, equipment, long-term investments. Current liabilities. So current liabilities. Okay, 209. million compared to, so they don't really have enough. They just have enough cash to cover it. So they'll last a year or so. Not that much more than a year. Liabilities, equity, total liabilities is 679 million. Total assets is, so that is okay. All right. So looking okay so far, looking quite desirable. And let's have a look at the income statement. Year on year. Yep. Okay. Increasing in revenue, operating expenses, and going straight out to net income. Net income has been increasing. There you go. That's a good sign. Very, very good looking company, actually. Um, all right. Yeah, it's looking good so far. Balance. Just quickly have a look at the balance sheet. I just want to have a look at the debt again. Okay, Charter Hall Group. Yep. I'm just thinking. Maybe I clicked on the wrong one. Not sure why. Because, anyways, no, it looks good. So far, total equity, total liability. So equity dropped a little bit, but that's okay. It's 20. It was 2020. So all right, looking good. Let's have a look at the chart and let's see what we can get from it. So the chart. Yeah, well, if I had bought at $5, I would have made, what's that, 200%, almost 200% in invest. What is it? Almost 200% in profit. So it's pretty much straight line up. Well done. All right, let's have a look at. So the Fibonacci saying like it probably will drop back to this $13 mark. But if we draw a trend line, I mean by eye, we can kind of see that it's probably as low as it will go. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be as low as it will go, something like that. So it's probably there's an opportunity to jump in somewhere around here, and it's probably sitting on a support also. Wow. Yeah, it seems like it's sitting on this support here, so it can probably drop a little bit more. It's a good look. It's a good looking company. I'll probably put a little bit more in this company, probably around $2,000. But I'm a little bit tight on cash flow, so I might just put in $1,000 in this company. If it drops to, let's say, the 1340 mark, if I FOMO out, I'll jump in at 500 minimum. Again, this is more of a cash flow issue for me. I'm just waiting to harvest some fruit of my labor in some other stocks. Anyways, but if it drops here to the 13 mark, definitely we'll put $1,000. And if it drops down to this mark, the 1132 mark, which I think you really need to a shock in the market for it to drop to that point. So yeah, I would put in $2,000, but I don't think so unless there's a bigger shock. Maybe they'll drop back down and then I'll come back and buy a lot more, probably, or 10K down here. Now looking at some other indicators that we never really look at in the previous videos. So looking at the MACD, it seems like we have, what do we have? So it looks like there's a sell signal here. So there's a drop. Let me see. Yeah. See, the problem with some of these indicators, they're lagging indicators, so you can't really tell. Well, but you just have to try your best. So what it looks like is that I will watch this MACD until uh, until the blue line crosses over, and it seems like the really big rally is when it crosses over below the zero line. So you can still here is cross the blue line, the MACD line is cross over the signal line, but it's not a really big one, and it's not a really big rally. It kind of just come up. This one here is just right on the zero line, and it really did rally a little bit more and continue up. While this one, yeah, so you can't really see it. So yeah, if you buy down here and then you get here, you still profit from here to here, but it's a lagging indicator. That's why you got to combine it with, let's say, okay, so it seems, yeah, so you got to combine it with the volume. Anyways, long story short, I would wait for probably a few days actually. Check in maybe a couple of days, or I can check every day if I really worry about FOMOing. Check back in maybe 2 days, make a decision then. If it drops more, if it goes up, then I'll probably just forget about it. Unless, I would like to kind of momentum trade. But with the amount that I put in, it's like $1,000. I really want to get it at the bottom so I can maximize the profit. But yeah, no, I wouldn't get it now. I'll review in 2 days. Get it around the 1340 mark or the 13 mark, or when the MACD line crosses over. Wait and see. It seems like the market just quieted down a little bit, and the bears are pulling this down, but it's a very small amount. So it's just probably just going to continue going down a little bit slowly over a few days. But yeah, once there's a signal, I definitely come in. So that's pretty much it for today's quick take on Charter Hall Group. If you like what you see, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up. You can also leave a comment regarding what I talked about. If you got some insights into this particular company, please leave it on the bottom comment. Again, please be civil, and we're all learning here. And if you have a company that you want to discuss, again, please leave it in the comment, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. And beside that, thank you so much for watching this video, a quick take video. Please share, and if you want to keep up to date with these kind of updates, please you can subscribe. Otherwise, good luck, guys and gals, and happy trading. Cheers.